Hey everybody, it's Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here for SkiSoutheast.com. It's big summit weekend and we timed it out perfectly again this year. We've got great weather moving in for the weekend. If you're already at the shoe watching this, or you're on the way to the shoe, or you just got there, here's the good news. We've got cold air spilling in. We're going to get a little bit of snow flurry action. I wouldn't call it a bunch of snow, but certainly probably going to see some snowflakes fly at some point. We've got a big low pressure system over the Great Lakes, and what this is going to do, this should help reinforce some northwest flow, even bring in some cooler air this weekend. So I'm not sure exactly how much snowmaking we'll get in, but the temperatures will be there for making some snow. But I'm actually more interested to see if we get some natural snow out of this. And I'll show you why here with some of the guidance showing just a little disturbance, maybe some northwest flow heading into parts of West Virginia. So let's get right to the short range guidance. And what you're going to see is we got this low and a cold front that's going to come through this weekend, reinforce the cold air, especially for the northern resorts and everybody at the summit. And yes, we're going to get on some northwest flow snow. So this is later tonight. The low and the front should push through. So tonight into tomorrow morning, we're going to get early in the morning. I do think we'll have a little bit of snow falling at the shoe. So everybody here at the summit, you're going to see a little bit of snow. Again, the guidance is probably not showing it really well, but just based on the pattern, we see this often the northwest flow, and especially a place like Snowshoe, which tends to overproduce when you get northwest flow. You could see later in the day these bands coming off the Great Lakes. Remember, Lake Erie is pretty much frozen over, but obviously Superior, Michigan, and Huron are still pretty wide open. There is ice on them, but they don't freeze over as much. So there's open water for some moisture to come south and get some lake enhancement as we go into parts of West Virginia and some of our northern resorts right through Sunday morning and even into Sunday afternoon. So I really think the snow will pick up Saturday, maybe flurry, some snow showers, maybe a burst here and there. Not a huge amount, but enough that you'll be skiing with some natural snowfall and maybe a little bit of fluff here and there. Let's show you how much could actually fall. I'm going to go through Sunday afternoon. I'm going to stop this Sunday evening here as we go into Monday. And if you look carefully, again, there's a few spots here around a half an inch, but you notice like an area like Snowshoe up to an inch, maybe two. So Pocahontas County always overproduces. You could see it kind of popping off the map here. And you could see these bands that actually the connection to the Lake Michigan, Lake Superior bands will be the ones that'll be interesting. And even down in North Carolina, if you're doing some skiing, there's going to be a few flurries and maybe a little bit of snow at Beach Sugar Mountain. Cataloochee could get some snow as well. But again, I'm really optimistic, maybe an inch or two. I would say 2-inch. Cheat Mountain Magic maybe picks up 2 inches at Snowshoe for the summit and wouldn't be that great. It's always nice to kind of wake up to a little bit of snow or ski in some snow at the summit this year. I can't make it, unfortunately, because I got a prior commitment that I could not get out of, but I wish I was there. I'm going to try to get up there maybe before the season's out here. And looking long term, it does look cold here for at least a while. So we're going to extend our season into March this year for sure. The bases are so deep across the Southeast that I do think we're going to get some good skiing well into March. We'll see if we can make it to early April. That's always a fun thing, especially for places like Snowshoe, if you can make it to early April. But spring breakers are loving this right now because we're getting some great skiing here in the East and the Southeast. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the summit. Have one for me. And as always, think snow. I'd love to get one more big storm before the season is out for all the spring skiers.